move to the second award of the day, and the second award of the day would be the Defensive Player of the Year. Right, it's the easiest one, and I'll go on first on this one, and I'm gonna go with, Victor Wembanyama. Right, Victor Wembanyama is clearly the best defender in the world. He's the best, he's just Wemby. He's just Wemby. And when he's on the floor, they have a plus 16 net rating. It's an 8-point defensive on and off swing when he's on the floor when he's off.
Top. What are we talking about? This is like the easiest award of all time to give out, brother. Like, what are we talking about? It's Victor Wembanyama, bro. Come on, like, it's not even close. It's not even close for nobody else, bro.
For sure. I'm just informing, the people out there to say how really good he is. He averaging 3.1 blocks per game. And I say this a lot, right? Wembanyama, the reason why the Spurs are a bad matchup for Oklahoma City is because of Victor Wembanyama, right? When you have all of this rim pressure, this rim scoring with J-Dub, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, even an AJ Mitchell, all of these guys, right, who can have the ability to get to the rim, it creates that's the most efficient shot in basketball. It goes to paint. Mm-hmm. Now it's in 2026 is the three, then it's the mid-range. But these guys are great at, really all three levels. But when they see Wemby on the other side, you can completely shut away the whole entire paint. So now it's forcing Shai to score from the mid-range and the three ball. And you got a defender out there like Stephon Castle, who's guarding him in isolation, who's done a great job on him this year. Like, he can play more aggressive because he don't got to worry about shaking to the paint, because we can put Wemby on one of our non-shooters and sit him in the paint, right? He has the highest defensive rebounding percentage in the NBA. He's more than 15 field goals attempted on the year, defended on the year, and he's a negative 8.7 differential, right? So whenever he contests the shot, he's defending more than 15 per game, and they're -8 below their field goal percentage when he's the respected defender, right? When he's the primary defender, players shoot 40% from the field. Like, he's going to be the best generational defender, one of the most generational defenders that we have ever seen, and it's just a pleasure to watch him go play basketball, because he's at 22 years old and already Defensive Player of the Year. He's going to be that this year. Could have won it last year, and he's already in the MVP conversation. So if you had to give an honorable mention for DPOY, who would that be? Because I got a name in mind.
Oh, that's hard. But the one that comes to my mind is Scottie, bro. I think Scottie Barnes, what he's done for the Toronto Raptors this season, bro. When the refs this season has kind of been nasty, but that's a topic for another day. But when the refs allow him to enforce his physicality on players, you can see it, bro. He's not, like, in my opinion, he's a Swiss Army knife. He reminds me of like Draymond in a way, where his ability to guard all five positions with ease, and also be that roamer, one of the best roamers in the league, and just as pure athleticism, you know what I mean? And beginning to end, like, he's been one of the more consistent defenders in the league as well. I think he deserves the honorable mention. Also, Chet is also deserves an honorable mention as well. I think he's had a phenomenal season. He's also been able to stay healthy, which is something that he wasn't able to do last year. But I think there's a bunch. I think there's a three-way tie in my opinion. Like Chet, Barnes, Rudy. I think all of them have an amazing argument to be number two. But that's it, number two. They don't have an argument.
We're not gonna spoil our defensive teams, because those are some names we're gonna be talking about later. But the honorable mention for me would be the second name, that the guy that you named would be Chet Holmgren. I don't think it's particularly close between Chet, Rudy, or even a Scottie Barnes, right? Because when Chet's on the floor, they're a plus 17 net team, right? You know how I mentioned the defended field goal for Wembanyama? Chet's right there with him. When he's the primary defender, they shoot 41%. Like, when he's on the floor, they're the best defense. When he's off the floor, they're a really good defense. But it's all time great when he's on the floor. Like, it's like a 103 defense. I forget what it's a 103 or 102 defensive rating when he's on the floor. Like, Chet Holmgren, just one thing between him and Wemby is that he's a more disciplined defender, right? You have the ability to guard in space with him. Like we're trying to sometimes answer those question marks for Wemby. Can he really defend really well in space? Can you really play him at the level? Chet can do these things, right? He's a great rim protector. You can bring him up at the level. He has good shot blocking time, but he's more disciplined, doesn't really get into foul trouble. Chet Holmgren is the second best defender in the world, and it's not particularly close.
Not particularly close as outside, like a little bit.
I mean, the next best guy that you would probably name is Rudy Gobert. I mean,
Rudy and Scottie deserve to be in that convo. Like I'm cool.
Scottie,
I'm cool. Bro, what's wrong with Scottie? Like I don't know why you're so disrespectful to Scottie.
No, Scottie, we're gonna be talking about him more later, but I mean, Scottie Barnes, I don't think he's to the level of Rudy Gobert or Chet Holmgren, right? I mean,
I disagree. I think this season he has been. I think this season Scottie has put himself in that conversation.
How? Like,
because because he is one of the best help side defenders in the world, right? He is one. You just talked about being able to play at the level. Scottie does that better than Chet, right? His recoverability is better than Chet's, right? His rim protection is not as good as Scottie's, but his versatility, his ability to guard out in the perimeter is better, right? So his ability, like Chet is an amazing defender. Don't get me wrong, but there are mismatches out there on the perimeter when Chet's out there. Like he does not have the recoverability. You just said that he's able to play at the level on like better than Wemby can, but he doesn't have Wemby's recoverability. Neither does he have Scottie's, right? So when you talk about and he's been anchoring one of the better defenses in the league as well consistently this year with the Raptors.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, right? Because I'm gonna throw everything what you said. I'm gonna reshape your opinion, right? So what is the most valuable thing defensively?
Rim protection.
Rim protection. What is Chet?
A rim protector.
Okay, so he's a rim protector, and he has the ability. And when I mean play at the level, I don't mean the switchability that Scottie has. Of course, I mean Scottie can guard pretty much 1 through 4, but like the level, I mean guarding in the pick and roll, right? The pick and roll, play him at the level of the ball screen while being able to attack back and play in a drop coverage. Like he can do pretty much everything.
Scottie could do that as well. Scottie
doesn't really guard in the PNR because he's not a big.
No, I'm not saying. No, listen, I'm talking about his ability to play at the level. He can do that,
but he doesn't do that as good as Chet because he doesn't.
Listen. This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying he does it as much as Chet. I'm saying he has the ability to do the capability.
But he doesn't have the capability.
And he has been put in those, and he has.
He has for sure, but
yeah. And listen, in the rim protection, he's not as good as Chet. He's not as good as Rudy or Wemby, but he is a phenomenal rim protector. Right, and he's more of a what's it called, like a forward than he is like a center. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Chet's actually is probably a center who just too light in the ass. You know what I mean, to guard the post. Scottie's a better more versatile defender.
He doesn't really guard the post though.
I'm saying he has the ability to do these things. I'm not saying because he's better used in a different sense. You're trying to tax him for it. What I'm saying is what he does well is his ability to be versatile, right? Be his ability to roam, his help side defense, his ability to trap and play physical, right? Chet doesn't do those things. Just like how you said.
Chet does all these things with the rim protection, and you just told me that's the most valuable thing.
He is not as versatile, not nearly to the same degree as Chet.
No, he's not. He's not as versatile as Scottie, but he has the ability with the rim protection to do those things that Scottie can do. Like he's not to the level of Scottie.
Okay,
so you're taxing Chet for being a big. Like that's what you're doing.
I'm not taxing him for being a big. I'm just recognizing what Scottie's able to do, the versatility. I think Scottie's more versatile, and he's not as good as a rim protector. But you're making it seem like this nigga's not a rim protector at all. He can absolutely guard the rim, absolutely.
Okay, so you also you also said that Scottie Barnes has been the best defender on one of the best defenses in the league. What is Chet?
The best defender on an all-time great team. That's not, brother. Hold on. Time out. So will Scottie not be the best defender of OKC right now?
No. What? No.
Scottie would not be the best defender on OKC. Who the fuck would be the best? No. Who would be the best defender on OKC right now?
That is a
Who would be the best defender on OKC right now?
So you're telling me Scottie, if he played with Chet Holmgren, would be the best defender on the team?
No. That's not what I'm asking. That's not what I said. I said if Scottie was on the team on OKC instead of Chet, would he be the best defender?
I mean, of course, but
then what the fuck does that prove? What the fuck does that prove?
No, what? But you just told me he's the best defender on an all-time great defense. With Scottie Barnes, they wouldn't be an all-time great defense.
You think that Chet going from Chet to Scottie is that much of a downgrade? That you think that they would not be able to maintain an all-time great defense? You're fucking crazy. You're out of your mind. This is fucking crazy. Now this is glaze. Now this is crazy glaze. You're saying that Chet is the only one that can make this. You're basically saying Chet or Wemby is the only one that can make this defense an all-time great defense? That's what you're telling me? Get the fuck on. Like, I'm cool with you saying that Chet's a better. Listen, I'm cool with you saying Chet's a better defender. I actually agree with you. We're just talking about specifically this season. And I think Scottie deserves to be in the conversation. If you say Chet, I'm cool with that too. But for you to say that the reason that you're going to, like, one of your bullet points is going to be that Chet's on an all-time great defense and Scottie's not. And that's the reason that you one of the reasons you have him over Scottie is dumb as fuck. Because we're talking about individual impact. And if we're talking about individual impact, why are we bringing up one of the greatest teams that who is, by the way, a great defense independent from Chet? There was all-time great defense on the metrics without Chet last season in the regular season. So what you're saying is just like barbaric. Like, you're talking about like Scottie as if like the OKC Thunder would plummet in terms of defense if they had Scottie instead of what's it called, Chet. Like, this is glaze, bro. I'm sorry, this is all-time great glaze. Come on, like, look, Chet's great. We get what he's doing. We get what his ability as a help side defender, as a rim protector, right? All the things he brings on the defensive end, his ability to be a PNR monster, right? His recoverability, all those things are amazing that Chet does. And if you want to say those are the reasons that he's better than Scottie, I'm cool with it. But two things you're not going to do. You're not going to say they're not in the same conversation, because they are, right? And number two, you're not going to say, oh, because Chet's leading a better defense that he deserves to get the award. That's fucking bullshit. That's dumb.
That's a bad take, Laura. That's a bad take.
All right, we're going to see. We're going to see what the people think. We're going to see what the court thinks. The jury.
That's a bad take. That's a bad take. But we can move on. He just told me that Scottie Barnes can replace Chet Holmgren and they would still be an all-time great defense.
Yes.
That is
yes. 100%.
Okay, moving on to